can't believe this is the last episode of season 2. I find myself clinging to the last shreds of this season like an 1800s lesbian to her top hat. But I am here for you. We are going to enjoy one last season 2 recap of Gentleman Jack.
Oh, good.
By the way, make sure you stay tuned to the channel. I have more Gentleman Jack content coming your way. But let's get to the episode. We start off with Anne Walker pouting in a London hotel room because Anne Lister has decided the best way to hide the truth about her past from her wife is to literally hide her wife. Anne Lister's going to go socialize and have fun with her friends while Anne Walker stays home like a misbehaved child. Okay, at this point in the episode, I really did not see good things ahead for these two as a couple. You ever f*** up really bad with your girl and like she's surprisingly cool about it? You're like, all right, cool, got away with it. And then the next night you accidentally squirt too much ketchup out and she's like, you always ruin everything! You're like, I don't think you were cool about that other thing, were you?
Nothing would please me more than to introduce you to Lady Stuart Rothsay and Veer and any number of others, but this isn't the time.
The time will never come. Y'all could live 400 years old, and the time will still not come.
I was trying to recall when it was we last saw you, Miss Lister. Oh, it was at the Jardin de Plantes.
You were there, Lady Cameron, you remember.
How could I forget?
Oh my god! Somebody hose Veer down! She looks like she's ready to eat Anne right there in front of everybody. I am so pissed at Anne Lister for treating Anne Walker like this. She could have done the right thing and confessed to Anne Walker about her past. Who knows? Maybe Anne Walker would have even forgiven her, but this is grounds for me leaving you at this point.
He didn't even look at me. He didn't even address me, not once. I thought you wanted me to... I wanted you to shut up.
Yep, this is their catch-up moment.
I've been thinking, would you do me the honour of laying the foundation stone for the casino? I imagine just a small public gathering with a few well-chosen words.
Is this Anne respecting Anne Walker and wanting to give her some more responsibilities? Or is this a form of manipulation? Is this a bribe?
It can't go on like this. You do know that.
What?
Me paying for everything.
Ooh, that slight glance towards the camera. Anne Lister is literally speechless for the first time in a long time.
£5 here, £200 there. It starts to add up.
I wonder if Anne Walker would care so much about the £5 and £200 if Anne Lister hadn't treated her like dog and left her at the hotel. Anne Lister sort of pathetically, half-assedly counters Anne Walker and is like, this is about you finding a new school teacher. And Anne Walker's like, no, it isn't. This is about you hanging out with your friends that you wouldn't let me meet.
You should have taken me to meet your friends, as I explained.
Oh, damn, she's saying it. She said it. She literally said it.
And then there's Mrs. Lawton.
Mrs. Lawton?
I know there was more to it. That night when you came back from Lawton Hall.
Oh my damn. Is this getting real? Look at Anne. She looks like a kid who just got caught stealing from the cookie jar.
I got you an appointment with the King Surgeon. He's also the leading expert in joint pain, which I bothered to find out for you.
Oh my god, Anne. Nice rebuttal. I got you a doctor's appointment. I've been consistently lying to you and also cheating on you, but I also got you that doctor's appointment. Did you forget about that?
The amount of money you're spending these days terrifies me. I'm frightened that you'll ruin yourself, and then me.
If worst came to the worst, I would sell Shipton. I could live under a stone if I had to. And as for a debtor's prison, well, they'd have to catch me first.
Wow. This is such a powerful scene. Anne Lister is being all smug, like she thinks she said something cute, and then they cut to Anne Walker, who looks like she's just had her heart broken into about 1 million pieces.
I'm sorry, I can't do this anymore. And I'm still not convinced that what we do is right. I think the sooner we part, the better.
Wow, I did not see Anne Walker breaking up with Anne Lister at the beginning of the episode like this. I thought we would get a lot of drama, some big reveal maybe, and then a breakup towards the end of the episode. Did not see this coming. So they get back home from the trip and they're at dinner. And after the breakup, Ann Walker gets white girl wasted and throws up. I keep wondering why the show is purposely putting these scenes in showing us Ann Walker drinking too much. And at first I was wondering if they were trying to show us she is maybe an alcoholic. If you read the diaries, a lot of the reason that Ann Lister falls out of love with Tib has to do with Tib's drinking habits and her not wanting to be around that. So in this final episode, you see the same thing, that Ann Walker gets wasted and Ann Lister immediately is kind of like, maybe this isn't the great love of my life. I think what they've been doing with the drinking scenes is showing us that Ann Walker still isn't fully okay. She still has a lot of problems. She still has a lot of anxiety. She still struggles a lot. She is now not, totally constantly being spoken for. She's trying to advocate for herself, but she also feels and realizes, like, has this whole time it's just been a contest between my family and Ann Lister, tugging after my money. I think they're trying to show how hard all of this is on Ann Walker, that she is being used and chased after and manipulated, and she always seems to have a target on her back, and she's this like sweet, kind of shy woman who happens to have a lot of money, happens to be really beautiful. And I wonder if part of what they want us to see is that you can be wealthy, you can be beautiful, you can seem to have it all, and yet if you're a woman in the 1800s, you really don't have anything. You have no agency. You have to fight for the littlest amount of agency. And I feel like one of the goals with the over drinking is this is just really hard for her, and she doesn't have coping mechanisms, and she's still struggling.
I see I must make the best of it for the moment, and then perhaps I shall be at large again.
Oh God, Ann Lister's all, I'm back on the market, baby. Thought y'all could keep me out, but they reeled me back in. Can't stop this player from playing on. I am back. Ann Lister gets a letter from Ann Walker that seems to indicate she wants them to still be together. A lot of the episode, we're left in confusion. Are they together? Aren't they together? Now, the next thing that happens is a scene that I rewound and watched again like 4 or 5 times. The first time I watched it, I was like, did Ann Lister go visit Mariana? Did Mariana come to Shipton? I thought they were cheating. On my rewatches, I came to the conclusion that this is like a memory Ann Lister is having. She's fantasizing about Mariana and remembering past times they hooked up. We find out Marion wants to move back to their old house with Pops, and also we find out that her and Mr. Abbott have called things off. Then we get to watch one of my favorite parts of the episode, when Captain Sutherland goes to Ann Walker's lawyer, Mr. Gray, tells her he thinks she's being taken advantage of. We as an audience know this is all bull. He just wants control of her money. And Mr. Gray is all, nuh-uh, not in my court meeting room. Mr. Gray completely stands up for both Anns in this scene. I wanted to physically applaud the man after the scene was over.
We believe that Miss Lister has debauched Miss Walker.
Miss Lister may not be the marrying kind, but if you were to suggest anything beyond that, you'd face the same problem as the Scottish lady, because even if such a thing were possible between 2 highly respectable Christian English women, the fact would remain that it's not illegal. The lady in Scotland who made the accusations appealed to the House of Lords, ordered her to pay the 2 women whose lives she had destroyed with her tittle-tattle £10,000 costs and compensation.
Yes, suck it, Captain Souther. One of the ways I would describe the final episode is that it was a roller coaster of Ann and Ann's relationship. Oh, they're in love and they're together. Oh, things aren't doing so great. She's probably going to find out about the cheating and they're definitely going to break up. Oh yeah, they're breaking up. Oh no, they're getting back together. They're helping each other. They're protecting each other. Oh, they're madly in love again. Oh, now we're on the way back down and maybe they won't be together. Maybe, are they already not together? That is how I felt this whole episode. Turns out that the reason Mr. Abbott and Marion are no longer getting married is because Mr. Abbott heard about the Ann Lister, Ann Walker fake married headline thing and was like, actually, I don't want to be attached to you and your family. High and mighty Miss Ann Lister causing the breakup of engagements. Oh, how's that fall from glory, Anne? Does it hurt? Yeah, I bet it hurts. So everybody is abandoning Ann Lister. Her sister, her father. Any second now, Ann Walker's gonna change her mind, and she's gonna be also leaving. We get to the big Casino Foundation dedication. They have really been building this up throughout the episode, and I don't know. I get it. It was a big deal back in this time that two women had a business going and, making decisions and things like that. But the back half of season 2 was a lot of business and a lot less drama.
And that it will do credit to those individuals concerned in its erection.
Ann Walker gets an A+ in the memory department of giving speeches. Adorable.
And may persons of every shade of varying opinion meet here together in amity and in charity.
Very well said. Big cheers for Northcote Casino. Hip hip.
Look at her face. Ann Walker's like, well, if you were just gonna do that, why did I memorize the whole thing? Okay. After Ann Lister assures Ann Walker that Mr. Parker is not going to just give up all the deeds, we watch as Captain Sutherland tries to get Mr. Parker to give up all the deeds. Later, Captain Sutherland and Ann Walker come to verbal blows back at Shibden Hall. And finally, at last, Elizabeth sort of seems to almost explode with the truth coming out of her vomit that she's been trying to hold down, and Elizabeth reveals that neither Mr. Grey or Mr. Parker said any of the things her husband is insinuating they said. I really thought the actor who played Elizabeth gave us a powerful performance during this scene. I also have to commend the actor playing Captain Sutherland, who has done a great job at getting us all to hate him with a passion. You don't have a good hero and a piece of villain, you need both, and so great job to that actor.
Mr. Samuel Grimmer.
Oh. That Mr. Grey.
Oh my god, he got played! Ann Lister played his ass. He got played. Oh my god, and we finally get him to sign for the division of the estate by the end of the episode. Finally, we won something. Really, Ann Walker won, but we feel like we have won as an audience. But this eating grin Captain Sutherland has as both Anns leave has me questioning what he has in mind. What did he do? On the way out, it's, I would say, less dramatic than season 1's walking out of the church that we got from Anne and Anne after their, taking of the sacrament together. But we do get this really nice quote from Ann Lister. She says, "We are the only people in the whole world on earth who want us to be together. It won't
be easy. It'll never be easy. We're both still here, aren't we?
And then they kiss. Well, part of the reason it's so hard is your ass, Ann Lister. Doesn't make it any easier when you're running around cheating on her. But we end the season with Ann Lister still not fessing up to what it seems like Ann Walker basically has already deduced. We also end the season with them still together. And I really thought we were looking at a breakup finale. The only thing that worries me about a happy ending is season 3. What is the deal with season 3? How likely are we to get a season 3? From what I could tell, the HBO ratings so far are a little bit down from season 1. Could not find much about how it's been doing on the BBC, so that's a big question mark. But other than that, I am happy with Anne and Anne surprisingly staying together. Overall thoughts on the finale. Little bit underwhelmed, which caught me by surprise, because the whole season 2 has been so fantastic. I was expecting a little bit less Casino Hotel Foundation dedication content and a little bit more London social life content. Why go to all that work, bring in all those actors, set up and everything, and then give us 5 minutes? The finale did keep my attention, and like I said, I'm happy that they're back together, but there's an uneasiness with how they got back together, with Ann Lister not really owning all of the stuff she's done. Like, there's still a lot of dishonesty between the two of them. I did like that we saw Ann Walker standing up for herself, including her sister standing up for her. That was really cathartic and great. No mention whatsoever of Thomas the pig murderer. That was an almost completely dropped plot line. Now, they can always pick it up again in season 3. My fear is that if they do pick it up again in season 3, I wonder if we will have lost interest. Even if they do it in the premiere, I wonder if I'll be like, that was like, half a season ago. No Mariana scenes outside of what I think was a flashback memory that Ann Lister had. Mariana brought a lot of excitement to the beginning of season 2. And I was surprised they pulled back on that and instead chose to go with the division of the state as the main show-driving conflict for the second half of season 2. I think they focus on the business stuff a little too much. It's great. It's fascinating. I'm really into that stuff. But you gotta balance it with the other stuff too. But let me know in the comments if you think I'm crazy, if you think my opinions about the finale suck. This has been such a fun season to cover. I will gladly be back to cover season 3 if we get one. Cross your fingers. And like I said, I will be pushing more Anne and Anne content out in the upcoming months, so do not fret. In the meantime, keep an eye out for a visual season 1 recap, and I plan on covering season 2 when we get that out. All right, I'm Amanda. This is my really gay YouTube channel, and I just have to say that it has been an absolute pleasure covering this season of Gentleman Jack.